we're just back here in this little cove today, and we're just trying to see what all we can find. We've been finding small fish today, fishing with the hula grub and the wacky worm. Yeah, hold on. There it goes. Another one. They're getting bigger. There we go. We've been fishing with the hula grub and a wacky worm, hightail hole shot trick worm. The zoom trick worm has been the best bet today. The hula grub we were getting bites on, and we were getting short strikes on them. But the little trick worm for the cold front that came through, we've been catching fish consistently today. Not the size that we want, but we've been catching fish just about all day. This wacky worm, showed you guys how to rig it. That's just the way I always rig it. Every time, you know, the fish get funky, you know, they need to be finessed, we just go ahead and I put on that wacky worm, wacky style, and just whack them with it. Watermelon red seems to be a real good color for any kind of semi-clear to clear lake, body of water, farm ponds. I use the watermelon red hula grubs in clear water and stained water, lightly stained water, and then anything that's real bad, chocolate milk, I use black with blue flake. Everything as far as that goes. But today we just been trying to figure the fish out. We had that cold front come through. We've had pretty high winds, and I don't know, I feel that we did pretty good today for considering the weather today.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, the catfish. Oh, what is that? Oh, no, that's a good bass. There we go. So I had me another catfish. Good grief. Easy boy. Easy boy. There we go. No, 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 no. Oh! Good grief, Ron. I never landed a bass before. There we go. How about that one, huh? Springtime on Lake Conroe brings the pollen and gets the flowers going, gets the bugs going. When mayflies come out, the catfish biting really comes up, especially back in this murkier water. You know, like when you're fishing these backs of the creeks like this, where you got chains of islands, in between these islands you have pockets, and also you have the flats that come up out of these pockets. And so one of the things you want to do is just, you want to be able to look, like during springtime, this time of year, you want to look for those flats, look for beds. You know, don't necessarily fish the whole thing and waste your time. Look for some signs of bass being there, especially in the spring. You know, look for the grass with holes in it, where you can see the dirt in between the grass. If you look over here, you got fresh dirt right there. That's an ideal place for a bass to bed in at. You can see over on this other side where you got light dirt and it's dark around it. That's telling you that a fish has been there making a nest or making a bed. And so those are key things to look for when you're fishing backs of the creeks, if you're able to see the bottom, and if there's any kind of vegetation available. If there isn't any vegetation available, look for light spots around stumps some laydowns and stuff like that, some lighter dirt areas, and that's where they've been using that tail fanning, kicking that dirt out of the way to be able to bed in there.
We're using the hula grub, whole tail hot shot, straight tail worm, and a zoom trick worm. All of them are watermelon red color. We've been catching short fish on the watermelon red trick worm and on the hula grubs. That's been the bait of choice today. We've thrown some crankbaits, some lipless crankbaits, and we're focusing on around the docks and the boat slips here on Lake Conroe. We had a cold front blow through yesterday, so we got some pretty high winds today, and right now all we're doing is finding some small ones. Woohoo! They're getting bigger. Boy, they're cold. The water feels colder than 60 degrees. There you go, Ron. Wacky one there. Find them under the slips and under the docks. Eventually we're going to find mama.